The haunting legacy of Sepang 2015. A MotoGP controversy that won't go away. As we reflect on the 2015 MotoGP Malaysian Grand Prix, one thing stands out. The palpable nervousness of Valentino Rossi on his Yamaha during those initial laps. It was a stark contrast to the dominant force we had come to know, the undisputed GOAT of MotoGP. October 25, 2015, marked a pivotal moment for Rossi, offering his first chance to clinch the World Championship since 2009. Since then, he had endured a season-ending leg injury in 2010, an unsuccessful stint with Ducati, and a return to Yamaha, but not as the invincible champion he once was. The late 2000s saw a shift in the MotoGP landscape, with rising stars like Jorge Lorenzo and Dani Pedrosa gaining momentum, while a new threat emerged in the form of Marc Marquez. Amid this changing dynamic, Rossi's campaign in 2015 is often overlooked. Despite the challenges, Rossi put together an impressive season. He secured 4 victories, including a masterful wet-weather ride at Silverstone. He stood on the podium at every race until Misano, finishing in the top 5 on all but 3 occasions. This was against a formidable teammate in Lorenzo, who was undoubtedly the faster rider of the pair. After a slow start, Lorenzo won 4 consecutive races and claimed 7 victories in total. His dominance when leading races was nearly unbeatable. Losing to such an opponent shouldn't be a source of shame for Rossi, but rather a testament to his resilience. Marquez, after his dominant title-winning year in 2014, faced a different challenge with a Honda that didn't suit his aggressive riding style. He learned valuable lessons, understanding when to concede in a race he couldn't win. His unbeaten streak from 2016 to 2019 is a result of these hard-earned lessons. The on-track battles between Rossi and Marquez in the first half of the 2015 campaign were intense. The clash at the Argentine Grand Prix, where a faster Rossi emerged victorious on better tires, and the last corner drama at Assen, where Rossi cut the chicane to take the win, left a mark. Marquez's frustration with the Assen incident was evident, but it seemed Rossi had his own grievances from the previous year. Marquez's invitation to the VR46 ranch in 2014, accompanied by a factory HRC crew, set off a chain of events that would shape the path to Sepang. The incident at Assen, though seemingly petty, ignited a spark. Egos clashed, and the stage was set for a controversial turn of events. As the 2015 season drew to a close, the Australian Grand Prix became a flashpoint. Rossi's claims about Marquez's pace drop in the final laps became the focus of a heated debate. Presented at the Malaysian Grand Prix press conference, these accusations left Marquez bewildered. "I think his goal was not just to win the race but also to help Lorenzo gain an advantage and take points from me," Rossi asserted. "It's clear that Jorge has a new supporter in Marc, and this changes the dynamics. Marc had the potential to pull away and make it a different race." Marquez and Lorenzo dismissed these accusations, but the conspiracy theory gained traction, especially among Rossi's supporters. What many saw as a strategic move by Marquez to cool his front tire for a final push was interpreted as collusion by Rossi. This incident has become MotoGP's version of the Christ on a piece of toast debate. Those who believe in the conspiracy saw racing tactics, while others saw a legitimate strategy. With tire pressure becoming a recurring topic in MotoGP, Marquez's actions in Australia make even more sense. If Rossi had stopped there, things might not have escalated. But his comments about Marquez's childhood admiration, which cut deep, set the stage for revenge. Marquez got his chance in the Sepang Grand Prix. Rossi's nervous start put him in Marquez's crosshairs, and the Honda rider ensured Rossi felt the consequences. Marquez's overtakes were a masterclass, with his Honda dancing on the edge, a move that would have sent most riders into the gravel trap. The battle at Sepang left Rossi upset, watching as Pedrosa and Lorenzo pulled away. There would be no title victory that day, but Rossi's actions ensured he wouldn't get another chance. In the 7th lap, Rossi and Marquez ran side by side, with Marquez on the outside and Rossi on the inside. Rossi forced Marquez wide, looking over at him, and a moment of contact sent Marquez crashing out. The kick, as it became known, silenced the fervent crowd. Honda claimed to have data proving Rossi kicked Marquez, and Marquez himself still believes it. To this day, it's impossible to say with certainty what happened. There's a jerk of Rossi's leg as Marquez goes down, but Marquez also leans on Rossi's leg. Rossi admitted he intentionally wanted to block Marquez, but a collision wasn't his intention. The stewards awarded him 3 penalty points, resulting in a back-of-the-grid start for the Valencia finale under the old penalty point system. This fueled claims from Rossi's camp and his fans that he was a marked man, with Dorna involved. The reality, however, is that Rossi brought this upon himself. His first penalty point at Misano for slow riding in front of Lorenzo set the stage for the Sepang incident. The backlash leading up to Valencia was intense. Tensions within Yamaha reached a breaking point as Lorenzo tried to have Rossi disqualified from the Sepang results. Riders were warned to be cautious when battling the championship duo, and even lower-ranked riders were asked to make way for Rossi. Lorenzo won the race and the championship, while Rossi fought to fourth, unable to improve his position without the grid penalty. Yamaha's muted celebrations alienated Lorenzo, leading to his departure for Ducati in 2017. Rossi didn't attend the awards gala, maintaining his position that he was robbed. MotoGP stewarding underwent an overhaul, with the FIM stewards panel formed to focus on their primary role. Meanwhile, Marquez has won his 7th title, matching Rossi's career haul across all classes. Rossi won his last Grand Prix in 2017 and retired in 2021 to pursue car racing. As time passes, Rossi's public perception seems to shift. MotoGP gains new fans, and social media reflects a general dislike for Rossi based on the events of 2015. Rossi's comments on Andrea Migno's podcast last year only added fuel to the fire. Never has any world-class rider battled to make another rider lose. Never has anyone been so dirty, he said. Rossi's legacy extends beyond the track. His on-track achievements are legendary, and his work in nurturing Italian talent has produced stars like Pecco Bagnaia and Marco Bezzecchi. In car racing, he has the ability to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans. As a person, he's known for his liberal views. Yet, his inability to let go of the past continues to damage his reputation. As Marquez mounts one of the greatest comebacks in sports history, Rossi's insistence on stoking this feud makes him appear bitter. Valentino Rossi is capable of so much more. 10 years on, the question remains: how much did Rossi truly believe his own claims? Was it an honest belief or a gamble that backfired? We may never know. Rossi is known for using the media to his advantage, stinging rivals like Casey Stoner, Max Biaggi, Seat Gibernau, and Jorge Lorenzo. Perhaps the pressure of the title fight got to him, especially after losing the 2006 title to Nicky Hayden, due to a crash in Valencia. These conspiracy claims could be those of a legend, 36 at the time, drowning in self-doubt, knowing the chance for an 8th MotoGP title was slipping away. Time continues to judge Rossi harshly, and it's a bitter shame. Peter McLaren, with 20 years in the paddock, has witnessed Valentino Rossi's rise and fall. He's at the forefront of stories like Suzuki's exit and Marquez's injury battles. Lewis Larkham, regularly attending Grand Prix for Crash.net, reports from the ground, telling the stories of the people who matter. Connor McDonough, with a sharp eye for F1 controversies, is the heartbeat of unbiased reporting. Lewis Duncan, joining the Crash.net team in 2024, brings 5 years of MotoGP journalism experience. Alex Whitworth, also joining in 2024, covered consumer and racing motorcycle news at Visordown. Jordan Moreland, Crash MotoGP's social media manager and podcaster, occasionally contributes written pieces. Dari Munikartono, editor for the Indonesian edition, oversees Indonesian articles on the site. Ratchet the Crawl, joining in 2025, focuses on F1 and sports car racing, previously serving as a news editor at motorsport.com.